Welcome back to another video on Astraeus with the builds. This one here is the bigger port town that my wife and I have built, and she has been so kind to decorate. A lot of people are familiar with this cove on the map. Even though the hands are up and they say don't come in, we're going to go in anyway. So we're going to start out here before we get into the bay and let everything render in. Got some Athenians and some Spartans passing each other. And now we're going to get right to it at the end of the dock here. And land. Alright, so I will fly up so you can see how massive of a dock it is. It's pretty big. So, at the end of the dock here we have the barracks. A couple of guys standing guard over here in case any bad people come in and try to start anything. They also have this big Mosasaurus out there to protect them. Again, with tech, the Greeks were very, very advanced. They sent packages by balloon right here, I believe. Amazing. So here we have their wonderful little barracks at the end, with all their weapons and everything here, areas for them to stop and eat. Come in to their little room with their bunk beds. Again, it will not let me toggle the HUD on and off in my wife's world for some reason, and I'm not sure why. There's some more bunk beds over here. Carpets, just a nice cozy little area for the guards to be able to hang out down here and live and not have to walk along this long dock all day long. We don't want them getting too tired. So as we come onto the dock, we have multiple ships that are bringing their wares and their cargoes in. Some stalls set up where people are selling their wares. This guy here apparently makes boxes and glass bottles to sell on the high seas. Come over to this stall here. This is apparently a little food stall where you can order yourself up some food, sit down and have a bite to eat. I don't know where everybody went. They just left their food on the table here along with a pile of money. Looks like a good steak. And we'll come across. We got lots of fishes on display. Obviously the Greek big fishermen. Lots of boats. Somebody has pooped on the dock. Not cool. Guards need to be more aware of that. All kinds of jars of medicines and stuff being traded and sold and unloaded. Lots of cargo, as you'd expect from any dock. More cargo. This person is selling all kinds of the powders, oil, everything you would, everything the Athenians would need to make in the upcoming Peloponnesian War. Lots of cactus broth in case you're thirsty. And some mushroom brew. Stimulants. This must be the drugstore. We got some kibble. Where all of the livestock here is. This is where the livestock comes to get shipped out. We got a couple of horses, Gingerella and Chico here. We got Peebles the Parasaur, Barry the Bison, Wolver the Ram, and Lamb Chop. I think she might be eaten later. If you come over to this side behind everything here, we got some cactus. We have this wonderful little ottery down here, which I netted in so that the otters, which are on wander mode but won't wander for some reason, they would get stuck underneath there and be trapped. And so I didn't want that to happen. I'm getting stuck under the nets running. I've had otters, lost otters that way before, getting stuck underneath there and dying. You have this wonderful little lower dock area here. More stuff being shipped in. This here would be basically customs, where everything comes in, gets stored, shipped out. I love this. Is all done with the visual storage. I really like the visual storage. It's just a cool decorating feature. which point you can come over here, which this building might look familiar to a lot of people. It is modeled after the White House, which is modeled after other Greek structures. But this here would be our library, which is a great little library here. A couple more soldiers standing guard, you know, to enforce those return fees on late books. You can come in here to this wonderful library with lots and lots of books all over. I did this because part of the mountain stuck out, so I made a little book wall. We seem to have some bubbles of snowflakes coming through us right here. This bee is busy mixing some stuff in this magical pedestal, which is from this table over here, the Magnamar. Magnamar, is that right? Maginar. The Maginar table. But the Greeks were so good that they enslaved the worker bees to do work for them. Pretty advanced civilization, like I've been saying, you know. They'd whoop our butts today, they were so advanced. Come upstairs here, you have more wonderful library. This wonderful round room in tiers. Decorate it with torches. It is a little dark in here. The render distance on the torches is pretty low because it is such a big build. I had to dumb down a lot of the graphics. There's one of Elon Musk's kids running around on the beach over there. I think that's the Lex. Anytime I find something tech, I name it try to give it some futuristic tech names. And over there we have Roxanne and Rexicles, the T-Rexes. They are on... they're not on passive, I'll tell you that. They're on aggressive. Just try to keep things from coming down the beach and getting stuck when we're building. More library books. I love these books that glow, the glowing text. I think those are pretty cool. Got some tiki huts out here. In case you just know, you want to have a beach day. Relax in the sun. Chill. Everybody needs a beach day. Alright, so now we'll come out and we will start going up by this big glowing tree here. More things to move stuff around. Come up these stairs here. And we will head this way first to the first house. Nice hedge walls. Got a cozy little house here. Little bedroom upstairs. A lot of the Greeks had a lot of outdoor patios. Lots of flowers. More outdoor dining and outdoor kitchen area here. Cook up some food. Little outdoor sink that glows blue. We come down to this wonderful little grass area here, with a great view of the harbor. You see the statues, the beautiful green water in the morning. Great view of the ottery down there. You can see Petal and Penelope hanging out, and Otterus Aurelius Maximus. He's the head otter. That's why he gets the cool name. This is actually one of the Klinger bridges, which for some reason I have trouble walking up. You'll see more of those on the next build. Oh, jeez. Some of the wonderful statues holding some flowers here. I think this person's shy. The statue's hiding. To the statue museum over here. More Greek column architecture here. The Greeks and the Romans both did this wonderful columns holding up the roof of the building inside. Seems like a waste of space to me, but that's how they did it. She's apparently being a little shy. She thinks these two statues are checking her out. Which is, I guess, how it goes. And then we will continue on back through everything. Walk along this wonderful area here. Nice blue fountain. This is the only problem I have with some of the mods, is the meshing that you get and the flashing when you're building on different angles. This here is the workshop. So you can come up to this wonderful workshop area. We should have part of the mountain in it, but I was like, that's a good place to put a workshop. Come upstairs and do some alchemy up here, which apparently works because it's pink in here. So really cool decorations. Do all kinds of fun crafting. Now we can come out and go up here to, this was in my last build, these baths, which I just really thought turned out wonderful. This one I didn't get out the spray painter and paint everything in purple like I had before, but it's just really cool. It's got a really great vibe with all the hanging plants and stuff in it. I mean, if I was going to be bathing outside, this is how I'd want to do it. And at which point we can come back down. We'll fly over to where the play is taking place. Right here, where I built this wonderful amphitheater. The Greeks had quite a few amphitheaters and were known for doing lots of plays. This one is apparently a play about... I did have the Roman skins on these guys, and we removed the mod because we're just running too many mods. So some cloth peasants and a ghillie guy apparently are having a problem with this Spinosaurus right here. This must be the Spinosaurus's owner. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, what the plot is, but this one's got a shield, so this one's got a shield. I imagine they're preparing for some sort of fight. I built most of this with the move tool. Starting at 15 and then moving out to 7.5 degrees. I use more of it in the Rivendell build, which you guys will see. So just a really big, nice amphitheater, nice round amphitheater. I love building round structures. My wife hates them. Apparently round is difficult to decorate. So yeah. Take off again here, and you can see it's in entirety. Our little modest Greek village here with a giant dock. So just basically a big Greek port. Not a lot of places to live. I was going to fill up some more up there and up there, but with a lot of decorations, you start to run out of structures. And so that's why it's done. Alright, see you on the next one.